Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. Because let me tell you what, boys. Mine, last week, not good. Not
that
good.
Was a real.
That's a poor effort.
Yeah, bad clap. Didn't like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. It's a little cold, but that's okay. We're not going to complain about it. Like
I am.
Like my boy said, ain't no party like a pregame party. I got on my right here. I got Chris McGraw with the ones and the twos, keeping us looking good. Look at that shirt, looking bright, sexy. Deep throat in that water. Pat Lynch couldn't wait, gotten into the cue ball nuzz. And if you can't tell, there's a vibe here, but that Pat Lynch has decided to go against because he didn't really like the man, so that's okay.
I don't know white shirts.
Yeah, you do. You have one from Joe's from last year.
I don't know what happened to that thing, to be honest.
You just didn't look hard enough.
We are enjoying
I gave it the old college try, Chris.
We're having a Jimmy Buffett send-off party. Theme party. Poor guy. As you know, we did a moment of silence last week. Unfortunately died of skin cancer. So we are here. We got a little bit of margarita, cigars, and a nice Hawaiian shirt. Man knew how to live a life. You know what I'm saying?
I could have a Hawaiian shirt under here.
Sure.
No one knows.
You're right. You could. Chris, how we tasting, buddy? Or you need a little cut and a little.
I need a cutter and a lighter.
Let's get Chris McGraw that cutter. How we doing tonight, guys? How we feeling?
Terrific.
We're again
Exhausted.
down a man. That's okay. We play better. No, we don't. Our numbers suck when Joe's not here for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Joe, when Joe's here, Sarah just hits that like button all day.
Girl, the ladies must really like Joe because we're definitely a different crew, or number wise. When our boy Joe, oh man, my Cohiba part came off. That's all right though.
It's okay.
And Chris, if you wouldn't mind cutting mine because you got the thing over there. All right. So do we want to get into let's get into the margarita while we're at it here, huh?
I was going to use that for ashes.
No. Why would you?
Because we have glasses here now.
No. We have two, you dum-dum. Oh, man, we're going to have another issue with trying to get this margarita open. This podcast, let me tell you what. Chris, let the boys know how it's going here today. Give me something.
It's terrific. I'm trying to think of that one thing I told Peter about. Oh, Pat, you didn't see it because I forgot to send it to you. I sent Peter and the guys a clip of the most college football ending ever.
Oh, yeah. The most college football ending ever?
Yeah, it was, I believe it was Norfolk State versus Virginia State in college football.
Watch, give me this one.
And with just over 2 minutes, maybe closer to 3 minutes, Virginia State has a ball in, or Norfolk State has a ball in Virginia State territory. And they try to go for it on fourth down. They're like 4th and 1, and they stop the quarterback. So Virginia State, in their own territory, just decides, I'm going to run the clock out. I'm going to, do a couple runs, get a little breathing room from the end zone. You think they get it all the way down to like 7 seconds. You think, oh, great. They give a little room for the punter who's just going to punt the ball. On 4th down, they decide to snap the ball to the quarterback.
Nice. So,
a better play is you run around as much as you can. Then you just run out of the end zone. You're still up 1 point. You get the safety, and then you just free kick it, and you hopefully end the game. Quarterback is in the end zone.
Yep.
Decides at the last minute, I'm going to run it out.
Oh, boy.
Runs it out of the end zone, and ends up getting knocked out of bounds at the 1 yard line with 1 second left.
That's a heavy
They're celebrating, thinking oh, is this great? We're won. No, the referee's 1 second left.
Uh-oh.
So Norfolk State comes out with their field goal kicker. We're going to tie the game and send this into overtime. It's looking like overtime for sure. Guy snaps the ball over the placeholder's head. Virginia State ends up picking up the ball, returning it for a touchdown to win.
So they end up winning either way.
Yes, they ended up winning by 9 points.
Let me tell you, that writer who wrote that script had a lot of drama in there.
Yeah.
The announcer said about that is the most college football play you'll ever see. It was just ridiculous. Kind of silliness. Let's get a cheers here for Jimmy. Good old Jimmy. This is a little hot, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want tequila.
Yeah, I want the Peter McGraw ratios. Watch that beard, big dog. You're about to get it.
Holy shit, that is all tequila. Holy God, Peter, how much tequila did you put any?
That's not that all tequila.
You did a little bit of the refresher, you get 85% concentrate, a little bit of splash of green.
No, come on now. Pass that down this way, yeah, Pat. No, not at all. That's a pretty good. Chris, tell me what you think.
He's speechless.
No, that was a quality chime in there. That was good. That was good. That wasn't that. You know what? Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I haven't had very many margaritas in my life, but that wasn't bad.
Keep it going, boys.
Peter's lighting up a cigar, so he's
Sorry,
up
I
there.
apologize. I was puffing my cigar.
So I believe Peter sent out a few agenda topics to discuss this evening.
Yeah, I didn't look at any of them, to be honest with you.
Well, I believe we're starting off with the what I've been told are comments that I have not seen.
Oh, yeah, this is great. So on Friday, all of a sudden, Fridays have become mine and Peter's day to do a short.
So, yeah, I'll get into this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, if this continues, it's going to be a new segment. We'll read the funniest comments we get. So, like Chris was saying, we do golf.
We at the driving range every Friday morning.
Every Friday.
You know, Pat.
I do. I wish I was with you guys.
And so we draw out a video every now and then as our short. And
How many shorts a week do we do?
one short a week.
Just one.
One clip, one short. Well, I don't got anything. I'm going to be honest with you. But there's not much I do in my life at this point. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, they can see us working a lot.
Maybe we should show you how to make meals in a basement without any cookware.
Seriously. Could definitely do that prison style.
Yeah, there you go.
These aren't bad. It's kind of a hard puff right now.
They're a little old. I'm not gonna lie.
You only got like half yours lit on one side.
Yeah,
there,
that's
dog.
probably one of the problems too. Here, I'll get you, Peter. Here.
No, I got it. I'll get there. I might have torched it like an idiot.
Once you get past that, you're all right.
Yeah. So I do have the comments on my phone. So people decided to make silly comments to us, and one was a clip from a short, and one was a clip from our clip to Kid Rock, which I'll put up right over
Someone
here.
remind me again between a short and a clip.
Clip is something we just do. Short is like a 15-second video at most. I
So
think.
like a clip is like something of the actual episode.
You know
Yeah.
what TikTok is?
And yes, I'm aware what TikTok is.
Yeah, so,
So TikTok
Our
shorts
shorts.
are TikTok.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it can't be like over like
30 seconds.
So
I
it is-
guess.
and,
No,
and-
90
and they're not
60
related
seconds.
to, and they're not something that happens in the podcast. Something
No,
happens outside the podcast.
or they could be in the
generally. But
podcast.
generally, you put
Yeah.
them outside of the podcast. Got it.
so.
Content creator extraordinaire over here, Peter McGraw.
Nailed
Trying my
it.
best. All right, so let's start with the clip. It was a clip again. It'll be up over here. Was a discussion of Kid Rock and Kid Rock allowing us from episode 151, allowing us to drink Bud Light again. We appreciate the
Yeah.
man, the myth, the legend, Kid Rock.
I was loving
Letting us-
it.
You know, he's back to drinking Bud Light. We can drink Bud Light again.
It's back, baby. It's back.
This will always be a Coors Light podcast, regardless.
So, this man did not like our take on it. Even I don't know if he doesn't like Kid Rock or if he doesn't like Bud Light, but he did. He didn't like our
He
take.
definitely doesn't like us. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah.
Also, not the greatest grammar, buddy. All right, Kid Rock was right. Are you holding him up to be your moral compass? If he wishes to drink shitty beer, that doesn't change the fact that it is a shitty company ran by idiots. What the f are you losing drinking? Don't sit there and act like you're on my side. But Bazoo, what credibility do you have to be?
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he's trying to call us bozo.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Thank you for piecing that in. I had a hard time trying to figure out what he was going with there. I appreciate that, Chris.
You're welcome.
It's great. It's why you're a great mind, Chris. Once in a generation here.
Stupidity.
I don't
at its best.
understand. I don't understand why he's all mad. I mean, we drink shitty beer all the time.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
love a good shitty beer.
Yeah.
All right, so then on our Chris's and this, so I can't. We sent that clip out knowing there potentially could be some controversy with it. No big deal, but the golf clip was just me and Chris taking pitch shots to see who can get pitching shots.
We're going to get closest to the pin. And I don't know where Peter's went, and mine was garbage.
Yeah, Chris screwed out Shank, and you can also hear me say one in it. So it's just a silly video on a Friday morning, guys. And I said we aren't that good. Like the clip is, we aren't that good. And the guy goes, "Nah, man, y'all going to hell."
Maybe you thought you yelled at skank and not shake?
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't get that one at all.
Well-
So I just liked the clip. I just liked his comment.
No, y'all going to hell, huh?
So
Well, who wrote that?
Some guy who plays GTA gameplays.
TRILL.
It's probably Frank Prill.
It's Frank's alter ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting a lot of love out there, ladies and gentlemen.
This is great. I would have thought for sure I'd be the victim of comments.
Oh, nobody cares about you, Pat. I'm sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
It happens, you know.
It's all right.
This is not a bad cigar.
No.
I like these.
Yeah.
They're actually.
It's a little harder to puff, though. I don't think it's tight, huh?
No, I just think it's old.
What do you think, Chris? No?
I don't have an issue puffing
I'm
it.
having a hard time puffing it.
Just,
All right.
let's get it in there and
Did you guys
get a deep inhale?
What's up? A
Give it
deep. Are you guys ready for week 1 of the NFL? Everybody's so excited for week 1 of the NFL.
I'm excited the NFL's back. I love football.
I'm not as excited as probably everybody else is. I mean, it's nice that football will be back, but I have no clue.
No clue what
What do you guys
I
think?
just like any
How do
like
you feel about your picks this week?
not great.
No.
I was pissed about Kansas City.
That's why I had him at like 8. I had him like 14. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this.
I had him at 7 where you and Brian did, and I moved him up to 9, thinking like
Max texted me because I reminded him to like 4 times to put his picks in. He's become a Joe Connealy over there, and then he's like I'm picking Detroit. He can't stop me. I'm like, it's not unimaginable. They're gonna win. Is what I told him.
That's where our boy, our fearless leader is at. He's in Wisconsin. He's in Seattle. Enjoying a nice, probably sitting by a fire right now.
Oh yeah, they were doing a bunch of nature stuff, right?
Singing Kumbaya.
I wonder if it was just the boys or if the ladies went out too.
I don't know. I'm guessing Grecia probably not. She's a very busy lady.
True, but
she has a hard time getting off work. I think so. Like,
but I mean, she's also like where she works for a company. Doesn't she work like on the West Coast or like with West Coast companies?
I do not know that answer to that.
I thought that's what somebody had mentioned.
You could be very correct with that. I do not know.
But the one comment or one critique I got about our podcast is we talk about people that our audience has no idea who they are. So
that's okay.
We're trying to get them into our lives here.
I mean, I watched a podcast today with some dude that you played. I had no idea who he was either.
Luis Joe Gomez on Are You Garbage.
Exactly.
Are you garbage?
Exactly. No idea who that guy is.
That's okay. It was not the greatest podcast, personally.
I mean, I don't even know who Tom Segura's wife is.
Yeah, but you just don't listen to those podcasts.
He doesn't listen to anything.
That's
What
true.
are the podcasts you listen to, Pat? Like currently?
Dateline.
I do listen to Dateline. I've been listening to this one. I think I've seen the like over my dead body is a new season of that one I've been listening to.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit! I haven't seen that.
I
love that. That's how I found out the Florida one.
I think it's a case I've seen before. It's about the Mike Williams, the guy that got disappeared in the Everglades.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Nope.
I won't spoil it for you. And then
You already watched the whole thing?
it's only like 6 episodes.
I like to do 1 episode a week.
Well, that's why you
Push it out, Pat.
You have the patience.
Pat wants to know what happens ASAP.
I think I knew the story, but it's interesting still. And then I'm not listening to a ton of podcasts right now. Those are kind of the two. I listen to American Greed every once in a while.
He listens to.
I like Criminal. So
I killed my
I
spot.
listen to like 1 criminal a week.
What is so then what do you just have stuff on the background like TV?
Or I'll have like murder and stuff in the background.
Like currently we're so busy that I can get away with not listening to anything because I'm just so focused on work.
Yeah, I have to have the background noise. It's
Yeah.
just like too quiet in the house.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Or like the cats are fighting and I'm like, all right, I need something to drown these guys out.
But you don't have to ash it every time you take a puff, bud. It'll be okay.
Maybe I
Yeah,
want
you
to.
do. Yeah, you do.
That's how you look cool, correct?
I like how Chris looks. Look at that. That's how you look cool, baby. Had that
I
nice
like how
line.
Chris started his probably 10 minutes after mine, and he's way farther along.
I know how to puff.
Chris
I'm
knows
having
how.
a hard time getting a good puff on these.
Chris knows how to take
They
it back.
taste good.
You got to wrap your lips around it real tight.
Yeah.
Get it. No air can get in there, Peter. You got to.
Oh yeah, boys.
You getting
Oh,
it
yeah.
now?
Yeah, it's not bad. That's a good cigar. It's gonna taste pretty good. Have you guys? Were you guys that 70s shows fans?
I liked it in the beginning, and then somewhere in the middle, towards the end of it, I kind of like just lost interest in it.
I've seen like bits and pieces of it, like maybe like clips and maybe like an episode or two, but nothing. No, I've never.
I thought the dad in there was like the best part of the show.
Yeah.
I thought the mom was great until they made her a Looney Tune.
She's good
And that
too.
pissed me
The
off.
mom's good too, but like the mom and the dad, I think are like what make the show more than like the kids so much. I mean,
Fair. I can see that.
Fez is funny too.
Yeah.
in the show.
But I actually really liked Danny Matheson in that show. I thought he was great. I thought he was like one of the like stars of that show.
He was.
And it's crazy that
He's also a Scientologist.
yes, he is. And
Oh, get out, really?
Yeah, and that's what got him protected him because the women. So if you don't know this, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Matheson from that 70s show in The Ranch got sentenced.
I heard The Ranch is a terrible show. I've never seen it though.
Oh, I heard it was good when he was in it, and then it went to
I just
shit.
heard it
No
was really
idea.
bad. Katrina watched it once. She said it was terrible.
And he was
That is strong.
mine's not strong at all. Is yours?
No, mine's
Maybe,
all right.
maybe I just don't like the taste of margaritas. Maybe that could be it too.
All right.
Sorry,
But-
Jimmy.
He if you think about it, actually, Fez, I heard he's kind of an ass, Eric, the guy Eric, he's an ass.
Oh, definitely.
Well, the guy Eric didn't socialize with the rest of the group, and that's why everybody labeled him an ass. But maybe he just didn't like, guys that rape guys.
That
girls.
could be it too. Maybe they just realized this guy's kind of a piece of shit, and he raped 3 women. Only got charged for 2, and he's going to jail for 30 years to life.
I guess you can say rape because he's found guilty now, right?
Yeah.
You can say.
Yeah.
not
Well,
officially.
he's charged with rape of 2 women, and he got away with it for so long because it was all through Scientology,
Oh, really?
and they wouldn't.
So the women left the women
yeah.
leave the church. That what happened, and then that's how they got.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was known that he's kind of a shit.
What's the statute of limitations? If they have early 2000s, right?
I think
This is a long time ago. These happened.
I think it's like. I think if you look it up, I think like it depends on
The state,
how.
I think, right?
I think it depends on the state and how the state labels it. But I think here in Illinois, it's like a felony X or something, and that like you have like a statute of limitations of like 30 years or something.
And
like
I
that.
could be
that
wrong,
makes-
but I
so that
think
makes sense.
I think California changed it to no statute because of Cosby.
State.
Because of Cosby.
Oh, I thought it was some Golden State guy.
No, or it could have been him too, something like that. And I think they changed some of those rules, and I think that he got caught up in that. Like he was one of the people who got caught. Yeah, and he now is going to jail for 30, and he's got on suicide watch and all types of shit. And
That's crazy. 30 years. Wow.
Well, I mean, that's that.
Yeah.
I think that's probably light in my opinion.
Oh, I
For
agree,
rape.
but I mean, just like it's just crazy. Like you see these guys on TV, and then they're doing stupid stuff like that, and then you're pretty much done.
Yeah, I don't
That's
have
your-
any.
that's-
I have no sympathy for people that
No.
if he is truly guilty of sexual assault, I have no sympathy.
Oh, I
for
have
him.
no.
I don't think Chris does either.
No,
I'm just
think
saying,
about
like-
think about.
I'm just thinking about like
Yeah.
imagine a kid who's 18 years old that goes out and kills somebody. You're done. Like your life is pretty much just prison. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
And you become institutionalized.
You don't know anything. You're not going to know anything. You're not going to know anything outside those walls. You're
Yeah.
never going to see anything again. You're never going to do anything again.
Yeah.
You're never going to taste anything.
I mean, think
again.
about if you went to jail in the early '90s and you got out today. 30. It's like roughly 30
Oh,
years,
you're-
right?
you're
Yeah,
You're so interested.
the,
No,
the
but-
amount of technology has passed you by.
Oh, exactly.
You don't even know like how to use a credit card because back in the day they were just things,
They have so many podcasts with people, former prisoners, and they talk about it. Like these people are so institutionalized. It takes them years of therapy to get to become a normal person. Because in jail, if you disrespect disrespect gets you killed. And you come out in the real world, and somebody, just normal people disrespect you all the time.
And
Yeah. I always think of like the Shawshank Redemption movie where like we let the old guy out and like it's always like the saddest part of that movie. It's like when the old guy he kills himself because he can't like reassimilate to the he's been there prison so long.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just crazy, like those types of things. Because exactly like you said, like you go in like the late '80s, early '90s. I mean, the internet wasn't even a thing then,
Yeah,
and you're still like you probably still don't know much about like computers and the internet or anything like that.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to have some. They probably have some knowledge of it, but I mean, it's crazy. Like I've seen like I watched like a few clips of like 60 Days In, and like now they give you like tablets to work on. I mean, you got to imagine like some of these guys who've been in there that are like 60, 50, 60, 70 years old who have never used technology. You've probably had to have a sit-down class with these guys to explain to them like 3 or 4 times just how to use this thing.
Yep.
And that's how you get most stuff done, like how you buy your commentary.
Did you watch a PGC what Peter was watching today?
No, I didn't see.
It was a jail date or something that you had.
Oh no, I was watching. It was
Tom Segura was watching clips of it though.
Well, yeah. Are you garbage guys were on your mom's house this week? Great episode.
Great episode.
And they were showing them clips of like guys who were in jail trying to get people to pen pal them. But that's normal shit.
But I couldn't believe it was like a video on it though. Like there was a video that you had. They were like on the internet and like you do like a little video profile of yourself.
It's like old school like.
It was almost like you make a tape yourself and throw it in like
Yeah,
a
it's like
store.
They used to do that.
Yeah, video dating.
Yeah. It was the
video,
craziest thing.
yeah.
Chris, I would love to see you back in the day in video dating. That'd been awesome.
I would have never probably done it.
No, forget it.
We'd have made a video, Chris, running.
Me and Lauren had to talk about that actually. Like, is old school dating or new school dating better? And I think the new school with the apps and meeting I get that there's a lot of fuckery with it, but I feel like you get a more opportunity to actually find somebody instead of just being like, oh shit, I met somebody and like this is it.
I ran into Katrina at a bar randomly. So
I get it. There's less pressure in terms of like the online dating versus like going out and meeting somebody at a bar. I mean, some people are really good at just being
Yeah.
able to go up and talk. Some people.
Because sometimes you just feel like this is it. Like, how often are you at a bar meeting somebody? Like,
Yeah,
or
not
meeting,
often. That's
or
why
meeting people through people,
That's why I kind of
Yeah.
think like if you can do like there's like social clubs like that, it might be a good way to try to just casually meet people in different.
That's
scenarios.
what I think. I think like doing like like.
or you got to meet somebody during school in college, and then you're so young, you shouldn't.
Like
be
if
doing
we
that.
were still single, like in the volleyball stuff we do. Like you could probably, I'm sure you could do things where you join a team that's like a random team.
that
and you
might
do
work.
stuff,
Yeah.
You just meet people.
Stuff like that I could see.
Wow.
I wonder like if blind dates have kind of. I feel like those were probably like a popular thing.
That's kind of like a Tinder in a way, almost.
I mean, it is. I mean, like the dating apps. I feel like
you know what it looks like, but you don't really know anything about.
Yeah,
it much.
Well, I mean, you have a pretty long conversation. You kind of get to know each other a little bit before.
Right, but not too many. People used to call people for blind dates on phones.
True, but I mean, I'm just wondering if like that's kind of gone like the way of everything else. Where like,
yeah, I think it'd be more like you're fixed. If you're doing that, you're probably getting fixed up by somebody that knows both parties.
Exactly, yeah.
As opposed to like just a random like site that puts you with someone. Because now, like you said, like if you go to like Match or whatever like that, like if you are matchmakers, probably they're like have some kind of communication beforehand. I'm guessing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not just like getting somebody and be like, hey. I mean, I'm sure some people probably just go on and be like, hey, you want to grab a drink instead of doing the small talk on the apps. And some people are probably like, yeah, cool, why not? And then some other
Chris
people.
McGraw's move right there.
No, that is not.
It's funny how we went from this Danny Matheson guy, and this dude probably thought he was, because again, Scientology, you're not supposed to.
Tom Cruise runs the world basically down there.
Supposedly, yeah.
Like they're the head of
And
that,
they're
head
like
of that church.
they were untouchable. Like a lot of those people have done some real shit.
I remember watching the documentary on the Scientology stuff on HBO. Like when they were so thrilled when they were labeled like a 501c3.
Oh yeah, they make a ton of money.
Yeah, it still boggles my mind on
Well,
that.
there should be no-
you want to
yeah.
fix the debit? Get rid of that shit.
For everybody.
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 All the organizations.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
I'm not saying you text them like extremely, but like
No,
a
you
little
do.
bit.
I mean, yeah, when you see when John Oliver was talking about those guys that are on TV, they're like, send me my money. I need to.
Yeah,
I need a jumbo jet to travel across.
When the one church in Texas owns the old Houston Rockets Stadium, it has like 4 private jets. Like,
Yeah,
how
it's
much-
insane.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Righteous Gemstones on HBO? This kind of makes fun of all that.
Oh,
No,
does it?
it's-
No,
It's a Danny McBride it's also got John Goodman.
Doesn't have like the guy from Workaholics 2 or something.
Yeah.
Adam Devine.
Yes,
or
he's
something.
one of the brothers too. Yeah, it's pretty. It's outlandish. It's like really out there, but like it's so outlandish. You're like, this could be what these people are actually like.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
But
kind
then
of
again,
funny.
you get the God complex.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like it's kind of funny, worth watching.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thinking about Adam Levine, it reminds me of because it wasn't Adam Levine, but it was the guy from Super Bad. He was in
Jonah Hill?
Barbie. No.
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
Michael Cera?
he's like the one funny spot in that movie. And
And you're
boys,
Peter's gonna get some heat now.
I
Peter,
didn't.
here comes some comments.
No, not looking. I just didn't. As a guy, it was tough.
It wasn't Peter's vibe.
It was interesting. There was a few interesting parts of it. First of all, they did a really great job of making fun of themselves, Mattel. They had, I told you this already, but they did all these, they made fun of all these Barbies that Mattel came up with. One was like preteen Barbie, and when you would raise her arm, her boobs would get bigger.
Jesus.
Wait, it was an actual doll that did that.
That was an actual doll for like the 70s or 80s.
I mean, that's science. That technology is top notch there. Probably.
It was I have no idea how it worked. But they showed all these crazy. They had
That's
a
ridiculous.
dog
That's ridiculous.
that you could feed like treats, and then it would poop.
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
interesting.
That's so weird. They had
it's teaching kids to pick up their dog's shit.
Could be.
they had a they
My
had
dad would have loved that
a-
back in the day. His sisters always got dogs. They always wanted dogs, and my dad always has to start taking care of because he was younger than them.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that sucks. They had a what is it called? Sugar Daddy Ken.
Nice.
Come on now. And then they had Ken with an earring, which I think was supposed to be
Gay Ken.
gay Ken.
It's pretty stereotypical right there.
Is that what eyebrow piercing Peter was?
Hey-oh. There it is. A little low, but
Yeah,
okay.
maybe turn up the volume, you son of a bit.
No, I didn't. That was a low blow.
But the movie, I don't know. It felt like it kept going on. Also, you know how we've had an idea on this podcast to come up with new golf rule etiquette.
Oh, absolutely.
Movie, bro. Have you been to a movie lately?
I had, but there weren't theaters were not super full because I saw movies after that kind of where they were like after their big kind of push.
The last movie I saw was with you guys. I saw John Wick.
There was like nobody in the theater with us.
Yeah.
Well, we went late. Yeah, we went.
That's what I'm saying.
late
Like
in
it was
the-
also it was later and.
But like we went like
We went
I think
the first
we went,
week or
yeah,
second
the
weekend,
second
yeah.
weekend. Yeah,
Second
but
weekend,
we
yeah.
went later in the week or later at night.
Yeah, we did.
And, dude, so it was a pretty packed on a Sunday night last Sunday. Took
This
a
was
little
at
break.
the Norwich Theater.
Norwich Theater. It's pretty packed. Comfortable chairs.
How is the Norwich Theater?
Movie like Rosemont style.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Relax.
nice big seats. A little bit of spaciousness. You can move them up and down. Not as nice as Rosemont. Of course, Rosemont's way better. Expensive as all get out. It was like
Oh, I'm sure.
it was like $25 for popcorn and a drink,
Oh,
That's pretty
And then,
standard.
like-
That's pretty standard.
and then
probably.
$30 for two
drink,
drinks.
alcoholic drink or not alcoholic drink.
She got the alcoholic drinks. I got the popcorn and
Yeah, I mean that's where they're making they're really racking up because that's where they're making their money, man.
and
Did you bring your own snacks in?
oh yeah, of course.
Nice.
We had
Absolutely.
we had watermelon slices, dude. Okay, so here's the other thing with that.
Get some Sour Patch Kids.
I've not, me and Chris have been on Carnival, so I didn't eat dinner that night. I just effed up some popcorn and watermelon slices, and my stomach the rest of the night.
Yeah, I mean also it was a Sunday night, right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure.
the beer mixing with that also didn't help.
I'm sure movie popcorn. Yeah, movie theater popcorn. And
Well, I mean,
a lot of
yeah.
oil, butter.
Did you put the butter on top?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what it is right
Oh,
there. That's all
so
oil.
good.
That's just like a lubrication
Not good at all,
highway
boys,
right
yeah.
there.
Not good at all. So we go see the movie, and these people were, the dude next to me, him and his wife were having a conversation the whole movie. I just wanted to be like, hey,
Shut
champ. And he's talking to his kid who's like 2 seats who don't want to sit next to him.
He's FaceTiming somebody to see the movie
What
with
the
him.
fuck are we doing? We're in a movie theater, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean,
Shut your mouth, enjoy it. If you got to laugh, you laugh. But then there's like this one lady who was like rolling on the floor.
Over laughing, yeah.
Rolling on the floor.
It's like when you're at a comedy show and you get the person that cackles behind you.
Oh yeah, or like just
Which
like
we always seem to find that person.
Yeah, make like over exaggerates their laugh to make it seem like, hey, yeah,
Like,
I
this is
know,
the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, and so then, but it takes you out of the thing. You're like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Or people that laugh when there's no reason to laugh in the movie.
Also, it's as a male, like it made you feel. It didn't make you feel that great. Like you're just sitting there and
Nice.
you're like, oh, this is not great. This is really like
This
you're
is
rooting for Ken, but you can't root for Ken because everybody's kind of looking at you. You're like,
I mean,
come on,
he's
Ken.
Ryan Gosling, man. How can you not root for him?
I did there wasn't a spot in there that I thought we could do for Pat's bachelor party.
Oh,
Ken's wore black pants, black dress shoes, pink socks, and a white T-shirt, or like a white T-shirt or white
Just
like
like a
button
regular,
up.
like a regular t-shirt?
Yeah, and
are we gonna dye Pat's hair blonde too?
Nice. Not a
I
week
like it.
not a week before the wedding. We're not doing no.
I like it. I like it.
Why not, Pat? Come on.
I don't think.
Be a
Those
team
big-
player, baby. Be a
I
team
think
player.
Katrina's very interested in the pictures, and that would be a poor choice.
We'll get we'll talk to Just for Men. We'll see what your hair color is, and we'll get it set up, and we'll dye your hair.
I'll be jet black by the next Friday.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is not a good look for me, guys.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. So I was and I couldn't wait to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, the movie would never end. It felt like it was like a 3-hour movie. I was so done with it.
Probably an hour 45.
I was so done with it. I was like, get me out of here.
And Lauren's like, this movie is amazing.
No, I think she enjoyed it. It was a good laugh. But I just like the funny parts were like
I know Katrina liked it. I didn't ask her why, but I know she did.
I know the funny parts were like kicking dudes in the balls the whole time. It was like, all right, I can't.
Yeah, you can always laugh at that though.
It happens.
Like Hans Moleman getting,
I don't think he
getting
means
football to groin.
I don't think he means literally, right? You
No,
mean
it's,
figuratively.
yeah. It
Oh,
was
literally-
like it was,
literally or
no,
figuratively?
figuratively. Like everything was like
Oh, it wasn't like
Yeah, it
actual
wasn't like kick of the ball.
yeah, like
so.
why is the world so bad? It's because guys
Oh.
running.
Oh, nice.
Who ruins the
nice.
world, guys?
Guys, yeah, exactly.
Who ruins the world?
But okay, I mean, listen, it is what it is, and I'm glad that it's made some money because I do have some nostalgia for Barbie and Ken.
Well, I think these movies need to make some money, or they're not going to be making any big movies anymore. Not that there's a whole lot of original ideas, anyways, these days.
No, that's another thing we're talking about. You know what I'm looking forward to is Wonka on Christmas.
Oh, that's gonna be great. I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, that's
It's
definitely gonna.
supposed to be like a prequel, right? I've not seen that.
Yeah.
trailer
Yeah,
before.
it's like before he starts out like with the chocolate factory. Like it's
Okay.
with him as a kid.
Okay.
It looks like a good movie. I like
But
that
strike's
book.
never gonna end. It's
Did you
insane.
guys like the? Did you guys ever watch the Johnny Depp one?
Did not
Oh,
like
that's
it.
garbage.
Did not like it.
I really like the original one. I didn't want to mess with. I like the Gene Wilder one.
The Gene Wilder one was good.
That's not gonna mess it for you. They're totally two different things.
I really like the Gene Wilder. I
Yeah.
think someone told me the second one is more. I think that because like the book doesn't really follow the first one super much, but it was supposed to be
The first one. The first
to
one
a degree it does. I've read the book.
Yeah, I've read the book. The first one does. The author of the book was pissed with the first one because of how it kind of deviated a little bit from
The second one I hear is much more source.
the one from the book, or the second one definitely is by the book almost.
Yeah. Because, it's funny, the guy that wrote that book, I think it's Roald Dahl,
Roald Dahl, yeah.
hates children. Hated children.
Absolutely hates them.
Hated children, yeah.
But wrote children's books.
Yeah, wrote all children's books.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fun
fact.
Well, fun fact.
That is not an S&P fact. That's an actual fact.
Kind of a cool story that kind of goes along with this. There's a guy out there who's currently trying, or was trying, to take a hamster wheel, pretty much a hamster wheel, and roll across the Atlantic Ocean. And this man,
Did he not?
Kind of sounds like James and the Giant Peach, where he tries to.
oh yeah, that's a good
Did
call.
he not see what happened to the thing that went to the Titanic?
I wonder how long he thought it was going to take.
He said he brought. I think I read the article. He said he brought like 2 flashlights, a laptop to watch movies on. I don't even know how much food he brought, but like it was it's insane. And he tried this multiple times.
Yeah.
I just
Do we know how far the farthest he's gotten?
no.
Not
I
very
didn't.
far,
I didn't even
like-
get.
Also, because he was going to go through a hurricane with that thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
why, that's why the Coast Guard kept going like 4 days in a row. I'm like, hey, there's a hurricane coming. Dum dum.
Oh,
You're gonna
and he
die.
just-
oh God.
He got arrested.
Shut up.
Yeah. Because they were trying to.
But I wonder if he was. He must not have been in international waters then, right? Because the U.S. couldn't have arrested him if he got in international waters.
He must have not gone that far.
Yeah, he must not got that far off the coast.
No.
I think he took off from like somewhere like in like Georgia. I think he took off. So I don't know if he was going to go around Florida and up or like what.
Where was he trying to go?
England.
Yeah. He was trying to go across the ocean on that thing.
To England.
Yeah.
Jolly old England.
What a putz.
And it probably would have taken him months to years.
Also when he rests, that the current's going the wrong way. Whatever he's moved, is going back the other way.
Well, I mean, like even that,
Or
like,
the current's taking him somewhere else.
well, I mean, even if he's going, like,
He's not rowed against the current in the Atlantic Ocean.
I can't see him fighting the current.
Yeah.
If the current wants to push him one way, he's going.
I don't know enough about currents in the Atlantic Ocean to tell you which way they go, but I can't imagine it's just a straight like help he get to England.
Yeah, that was a very interesting article. But got to give it to him. He's got a plan. He wants to do it.
He said he was an Iranian, I believe, immigrant. I believe he came from Iran to the U.S. and for some reason he wanted to do this, and this was like a dream. And he's like pretty much if he dies, he didn't care. I think he sounded like him.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm just curious where he thinks he's going to go to the bathroom.
That's what I thought too.
Well, you can
I immediately
just-
went to like, where's he going to poop?
You can just piss off, right?
Where are you going to poop?
Well, he's
though?
in the ball.
I don't know, pooping something, just put a bucket and throw it out.
That doesn't seem like you're going to get very. You're going to be very.
Well, and
accurate.
also he didn't sound like he brought much food, so maybe he wasn't planning on pooping a whole lot.
I mean, it sounds like to me he wasn't going to survive no matter what.
Yeah.
Because did it take when you used to take a cruise ship? Didn't it take you forever, like months, to get from England to?
Because the Titanic was like a month long trip. Or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah, it was.
How the hell is the dude gonna run?
that. And that was a lot shorter. That was going like just north across. This guy's going like up and over. Like he's going a long way.
He
I
must.
mean,
have
that's
had
a
some
6-hour
stuff.
flight from like New York.
Yeah.
You imagine?
To like just the tip of England.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That dude's a weirdo.
I mean, and also like at some point you're gonna go stir crazy because you've been on this raft thing for like
And you have
ever.
you probably haven't seen any land. You haven't seen anything.
You don't know where you're at. It's an insane concept. People don't do that with like normal boats, let alone that thing.
No. Yeah. I wonder what's the like craziest thing that's ever done it. Like the smallest thing that's ever done it. It's got to be like maybe like a speedboat.
I mean, the craziest thing I've
Probably not,
ever,
you gotta find gas somewhere. Speedboats take too much gas to get across the thing like that.
it's true.
the craziest thing I've seen is people trying to swim from from like Miami, Florida, all the way out to like Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what 90 miles, right?
It's like 90.
Yeah, it's 90 miles west.
I think like if you go from like the smallest part of, or like from like the farthest tip of Florida to like the most northern tip of Cuba, I think you can get there. It's like 60 miles or something. You can
people
get-
swim the English Channel a lot. I know. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
which,
big
yeah.
which is not that. I don't
You know,
think
you
so.
gotta wax yourself up and like.
Yeah, it's freezing water.
No, you gotta like.
No, it's like garbage water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You have to like like your whatever your swimsuit. You have to be like completely waxed, like oiled, like lubed up. Like
Oh.
they have to dip you in lube.
I
pretty
watched
much.
the thing once today because the guys. You ever see the guys from Alcatraz? Like they're the only people that they don't know if they don't think they lived.
They don't know what happened.
But
yeah.
they got in a raft and they went. So they like Unsolved Mysteries one time did a thing where they had a guy swim across the channel, and this guy was like a fit endurance cold water swimmer. They had 2 guys in the same kind of. They had 3 guys in the same kind of raft. Like basically, they think how they'd make it, and those guys couldn't get anywhere. The guy who swam across, he's like, I don't think they would have made it.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
And they're supposedly that's shark infested too, right?
Not really, not that part of the bay, no. But the current could take you out where there are sharks.
Yeah,
the current there is very strong. It'll take you out to the ocean, then you're screwed.
That's what probably happened.
But that's some extremely cold water
it's
too.
Very cold water. Yeah, very cold water. Yeah, San Francisco is not a warm part of California.
Yeah, so I'm assuming. No. Yeah, I'm assuming that if you got into that water and you weren't
this is California. This is like California summer, right tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, if you weren't a good swimmer, I'm assuming you would.
These guys had been in prison, right? So you're not exactly getting the best fitness,
probably not
as well. You're not hitting the gym 6 days a week there.
Pat, do you pay for your own Netflix or no?
Currently, yes.
Are you thinking about getting rid of it?
I feel like I don't watch it a ton. I don't watch as much as I should for what I'm paying for, probably.
Fucking Netflix caught me and Lauren using Lauren's parents.
Got the kibosh.
Yeah, I got the cut, and we think it's because we don't use it as much, so that they figured it was we were, you know what I mean. So we got in trouble for it, and not in trouble.
What did you get? Like an email or what did they say?
No, they just can't. We can't use it.
Yeah, because I know my dad was using mine. I wonder if he still can.
And now I'm gonna have to pay for it because Lauren likes the show, some shows.
You can get the ad one with ads.
I know, I gotta figure that out.
It's like $7 a month.
Pepsi has Hulu, and it's going up to $85 a month.
But he's got the live Hulu, right? That's got the live TV on it.
Yeah,
I have Hulu. So. I have Hulu. It's like 10.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. This is tremendous.
Why don't you ask Pepsi for his login for Netflix?
I know. I have it on my iPad.
There's too many. I feel like I watch Hulu actually. I watch Hulu a lot, and I watched HBO Max one a lot.
I love HBO Max.
I like it more since it merged with this. They got the Warner Brothers stuff.
Oh, dude, Diners, Drive-In, Dives. They got all the detective stuff.
All the ID stuff's on there.
It's awesome.
Now it's much better, more bang for your buck on that. I feel like.
But it's it's crazy. You got to be so careful with not careful, but we're gonna get back to that situation where we're gonna be paying $300.
Well, I saw that ESPN wants to cut out of cable programs and offer a thing. I think because you can get partial right now ESPN stuff, but they want to do full thing. So it's like you cut the cable and then you're gonna pay for every single streaming that you want, and you're gonna pay way more than you had cable. So so people are going back to cable right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, I have 5 channels of cable and the internet, which is what I really pay for the internet. That's like $100 a month for me. And then if I have streaming sites, I'm probably paying like $150 a month right now between them and the streaming sites I have.
It's insane. I don't watch enough TV for any of this to make sense to me.
Katrina watches probably more than I do TV wise, just because she's home more.
But here's the like you're saying. You know why ESPN wants cable companies to pay a ton of money. They have to charge, and the cable companies are like, hey, you're not giving us the good stuff, and you're pushing everybody to your.
I mean, the best example is you could get cable, and then you got to pay extra for your regional sports stuff, right? So, or now you could pay $20 to get the Marquee Network and watch the Cubs stuff, or you can pay $300 to YouTube to watch this Sunday NFL thing. It's like it's like, when does it end? Is it too much?
No, it is.
You need to pick all right, like Apple TV, like the shows I'd like to watch Ted Lasso stuff. Not paying for it.
No, I mean, why would you?
Or I'd rather just, if you can do it, I'd rather just buy a show from Amazon Prime and for one-time fee and buy that show.
I'm shocked that they don't upcharge if you want to do password sharing or something. You know what?
I think some of them do. Like Gavin pays more for the Hulu one to share with his login.
Oh, does he? I know that DoorDash just came out where if you have the DoorDash pass, you can share that with other people.
Do we ever get the pass?
I have the pass.
We have the pass. But here's the thing. We got to stop using. We got to just go in or order from. They did a thing.
Oh, that's. I mean, I'll if somebody allows you to order from their website, I'll order from their website before I order.
The cost of ordering food anywhere is.
It's insane.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Again. Let's whine about it again. Last night, we go to this nice dinner place in Chicago on North, in the suburb of, not downtown, just the suburb.
It's in the suburbs.
It's not suburb. You're in Chicago, but
far north side.
Yeah, Norwood Park. Very nice dinner for 2 people, $70 each. Come on now.
What'd you order?
I had chicken and potatoes. She had a burger and fries. We had the the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board.
That charcuterie board looked.
Right.
Oh, brother,
baby.
I didn't even need a dinner.
How much was the charcuterie board?
23.
Was it worth the $23?
Oh,
that
dude.
Snapchat did.
I'm not even kidding you. The grapes. I know that it was a meat thing, but the grapes on there were so effing good. I would have paid I would have given him $100 for a pound.
You
of
know,
those
also
grapes.
I like the. I always look when they have like the dried like apricots and like dates on those things. Those are usually pretty good too.
They had I can't think of it. They had artichoke on there, like a nice artichoke.
Nice.
Like
Fancy.
dude, it was so good. But
I still don't mind paying for good food, but it is like it does get annoying, and you're like, ugh. And there's like every restaurant still has surcharges, and they have all this other stuff on there, and you're like I couldn't believe when we're like every time we order lunch, we're working. It's like
I can't even
the
imagine.
food's just like
Dude,
everything.
Today, the cafe place,
I cannot-
that Labriola, $25 for a salad.
Every sandwich was like 15 and up.
I cannot believe
The salads were 18 and they were shit.
I don't know how you would order downtown because I gotta imagine like just being downtown in that area, they jack the prices up.
Yeah, fortunately they bring in lunch on Tuesdays, and then
Oh, okay,
our
so you're
CFO usually
yeah.
takes us out to lunch on Wednesdays.
Oh, nice.
So that's how. Otherwise, I wouldn't be eating dinner. Otherwise, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be eating lunch. Otherwise,
I mean, down there, yeah.
I would have
forget about
bring my own lunch
Yeah.
if that was the case. Otherwise, yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah,
it. Yeah, I mean, like the salads, like you were
I look.
saying.
We went
I couldn't believe-
to the French Market, which is like they have a bunch of like food vendors in this area, and I got like a Reuben sandwich from there. It was like
25.
It's like $17 for just a sandwich, nothing else with it, just a sandwich.
Just a sandwich.
Yeah, I got a Cuban sandwich once. It was also like from there it was like $15 for a sandwich. And I mean, they was good. They were both good sandwiches. Were they $15 and $18? No, they were not.
The Caesar salad I got wasn't bad, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was $25.
mine was $13.50, and then the $8 for
Yeah,
a hamburger
$21.
patty? What are you kidding? You kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, you can go buy a pound of ground beef from the store, and
For $5.
for like $5-6, and
And a Caesar salad for $3.
And then if I don't like the Caesar salad dressing, I can go buy a dollar dressing.
Yeah.
And I'm under what? I'm at $10.
I mean, you want to go out every once in a while because it's nice to go out. You know, like you want a date night. It's nice to go out for a date night and do those kind of things. But like if you save a lot of money, you make your own food.
And then you add in the $150 that you're spending on all these streaming services.
Yeah.
You know what? Get fucked, America.
Yeah, I mean, because you're another. You can't go to the grocery store and spend less than $100.
No. Dude, it's like, and then now the city wants to hit us with 100 or 3% tax if you make over 100,000. Dude, 100,000 doesn't get you shit anymore.
It's fucking nuts.
I mean, the median of salaries is that's not that high anymore because everything costs so much. Like that's not that much.
I mean, everything cost everything.
And it's never going to go back.
No,
they know
nothing.
they can charge you. They're not. Why would they go
these
back?
surcharges are never going away in restaurants. From the pandemic, they're never going away.
No, nothing's ever going to go away because
Yeah.
the stores the stores can charge you what they want because you're going to need food and you're going to have to pay for it somewhere.
Yeah.
So they know they can charge you.
They're getting killed by the Amazons too of the world. So they're trying to mark it up too because Amazon delivers your food and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's insane. Like in these big cities, like Ralph was telling me, like Las Vegas is insane. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible. And Las Vegas was expensive when we were like young, like when we were going there and it was young. When you're paying
$10 a beer, now you're paying what? Like
it's got to be 15.
I mean, the last time we went there, you guys got what, like 4 Tito's and Sprite or 3 Tito's and Sprite? It was like over $100. It was like almost like $160.
Remember in Scottsdale,
They were big gulp size at least.
it was like $60 for 3 beers or something.
It was 4 beers was like $70 or something
Yeah.
in Scottsdale. And you just
It's insane.
yeah. If anybody tries to come here and be like $7 for a beer at some bar in
Yeah.
Chicago is expensive.
Well, I mean, go out after a Cubs game is like $10 a beer anywhere in the bar because they jack up the prices.
Yeah.
I get that. I
Yeah.
mean, that makes sense. But
Someone asked me, like, it was a discussion at work the other day. We were talking at lunch, and they were like, "At what point is the beer too much at a venue that you would not purchase anymore at a beer at a like what's your price that if you walk into Soldier Field or Wrigley Field and you see this beer cost me that money that you would be like, I'm not buying it."
I'm not gonna lie. At Wrigley right now, we don't drink, we don't go heavy.
But you do. But if you at least you get like what's like 15. It's like $15, right? You basically get 2 beers for that, right? Because they're bigger cans.
Yeah,
True.
That's true. But I'm telling you, we don't get messed up at
No, but I'm
Wrigley
telling
at
you,
all.
what would
you
you
don't get
say?
anywhere. You just one beer there. That's it.
I would
What
think
was your threshold be that you're like, I'm not buying
probably
it?
about $20.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, 20s
For the current size,
Yeah.
And but they're gonna get you like a like a little mini pony.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna get like
Well, I think
if I'm
Tivoli
gonna get
Park,
one of those,
Tivoli Parks, their cans are, they're pretty big cans, but it's like $18 last time I went.
it was $12.
I was there. I forget what it was when I was there a few months ago.
I mean, I remember the only time I've been there was the Jimmy Buffett concert. Jimmy.
Calling it back. That's a good callback.
And it was $12 for the beers there, and that was like the most expensive.
I remember there's like a $34 like mixed drink, like if you're like a little shaker thing, like not smaller than this one, but like that was like $30. It's like it was like $18 refill or something like that. It's like insane.
Oh my god. Yeah, no doubt.
You want to get a double? You want to get a double shot of liquor in there? Just,
Yeah. And some people will go nuts on
$50 for
that.
one drink.
You told me about that at like Northerly Island the one time. You were there for like, I don't know if it was Dave Matthews, but you were there for a concert.
They're all the same, yeah. They're all the
and
same
you were
liquors.
just like, I went there and I got myself, I think they were serving shandy.
Yeah.
You're like, I got myself a like $14 shandy.
Yeah, it wasn't like more than that,
and
certainly.
people were going up and getting mixed drinks and ordering doubles, and it was like $28. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you
One
get
dude
for
ordered like 2 drinks. It was like $100. It was like $100.
Oh, good God.
No, thank you.
I was like, dude, I could have had like beer all night for that. Would you spend that?
We're gonna have to start going to like the boondocks of like Tennessee or
We're gonna have to go to
Indiana.
the stadium caddy for beer.
Yeah.
Seriously, remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
We've done that a couple times.
What do you get? What are you drinking there? Tito's and Sprite. Where'd you get that from? Don't worry about it.
Why are you playing with my ear?
Pretty much.
Or balls warm Fireball. What else did you guys?
What
else do they have?
That was at the the Lake Shake.
No, yeah, at Northern
Yeah.
Island.
And then I brought in me and Joe
Joe crotched
crotched.
the Fireball. What did you crotch?
I had Tito's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you and Joe were the
At
only
least
ones
Peter's
having the
is
Tito.
okay because the Tito's you put in a Sprite that you purchased, whereas Joe's you just drink some literally balls hot.
It was
Good
good.
times.
It was good.
Fireball.
Let's get into Chris. You got any Tito bitties this week?
Oh,
We got the
they're
music.
back, baby. They're
We got the
back.
music?
No, we don't.
We gotta work on that. I know this podcast.
These are our views are down, boys. They expect certain production quality here.
Yeah.
This is not. We're not hitting it.
Never.
Yeah,
We don't even have any extra Coors Lights out here.
No, yeah, I only grabbed myself one. I thought these drinks would last a little bit longer.
Mine are less than
Yours, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a margarita guy, and I'm not a big mixed drink kind of guy. That was actually
That
pretty
was
good.
tremendous.
I don't know what you put in it, but pretty
Yeah.
good.
It's getting better.
All right.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
All right. The
Feeling
first,
real good, guys.
the first tickle bitty.
Wasted. Oh no.
I'm wasted again in Margaritaville.
The first tickle bitty I have is Pittsburgh is 3-0 against the spread in its past 3 Week 1 games. San Francisco is 0-3 against the spread in Week
Ooh.
1 during that span.
So take Pittsburgh at the points.
San Francisco is a 2.5 point favorite on the road.
Oh, so you're just taking Pittsburgh.
Take
pretty much.
Pittsburgh to
Might as
cover.
well
Pretty
take
much,
Pittsburgh.
yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Number 2, and these this has got to be taken with a little grain of salt, obviously, because it's Week 1. But there's not too many over/under ones. But this is up Pierre's alley. Overs were 8-2 in Minnesota home games last season, including the playoffs. 8-1 in past 9. Over the past 3 seasons, overs are 20-6 in Vikings home games.
Okay.
Over/unders 45.5.
Who's Minnesota playing again? It's easy.
Tampa Bay.
I think that's going to be my play tomorrow.
What is it?
I wonder how
They're playing
Alabama's
Tampa
doing.
Bay.
Yeah, I picked them pretty
That
high in
game
that
was
game.
not good when I looked at halftime.
Fuck.
I picked
that
them
was
pretty-
right on that one.
I picked them pretty high in that
Me
game.
and Alabama have not worked out so far this year.
And then this one is just mind-boggling. The Ravens. I mean, me and Pierre told me about the fact that in preseason they had won like 24 straight, and
Yep.
they finally
They
lost one.
finally lost one, yeah.
This is even crazier. The Ravens are 43-0 outright as double-digit favorites in the regular season. They are -10, and they are the home team.
They're playing who are they?
They are playing the Houston Texans.
Oh, do we have that as our 16?
I believe we do. It's either 16 or 15.
I think I had
Nice.
that 15. I forget my 16. It was a different. I know I had the Vikings up there too, pretty high.
But I mean,
So even though our man, the myth, the legend, Joe, is not here today,
we're getting the Joe C.
we're still getting the
lock
the
of the
initial
century
one of the season.
of the week.
beginner
Inaugural.
starter pack.
Inaugural.
You guys are not going to believe this. He
Oh,
went with
he's
the
Please tell me he's going with like
Wait,
something dumb.
let's try to guess it.
Okay.
Give us a conference. And give us a division. And a
I
conference.
mean, I prefer
I think no,
conference.
it's the NFC East.
He is picking the.
So the Cowboys are playing the Giants, and the Eagles are playing. Who are the Eagles? I had them pretty big. Who the Eagles are playing? I think they're playing. Shit, who are the Eagles playing?
Washington's playing somebody.
Washington is playing Arizona.
Yeah, and I think that one's pretty high
Yeah,
for
that one
us.
pretty high too. Yeah.
Just because they have Joshua Dobbs playing.
Well, the other guy's got Sam Howell throwing him, so who knows?
But I mean, Joshua Dobbs, who the hell is that?
They traded for him from Cleveland.
Peter, you're getting close. I just saw the score for the Alabama game. It's 27-22.
Let's go, baby!
We got the Cardinals versus the Commanders. We got the Eagles versus the Patriots. And we got I'm going to take
Joe's taking
the Patriots.
Eagles to lose. Yeah.
He's picking the Patriots to win.
No, the NFC East.
Yeah, that's who the NFC East is.
Oh, he said he picked the team to win. Then he's got to be the.
Oh, he's picking the Giants.
The Cowboys.
No, he took the Commanders.
Yeah,
Versus Arizona.
over
That's not a bad pick.
No, yeah. I was like,
Arizona's probably gonna be the worst team in football this year.
Okay.
Or one of them.
They don't have. They think Arizona's going to lose every game this year.
oh yeah.
Kyler Murray's not starting. Joshua Dobbs is their starting quarterback. Their defense.
Wait, is Murray done for the season or
He's like for at least the first He's on.
I think he's on IR.
He's in the pup. I think at least.
what happened to him?
He tore his ACL last year. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's
That's why-
out.
That's why they were so shitting last second.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Pierre's like, thank God I didn't draft him this year.
I never drafted. I'm not a big Kyler Murray fan.
No, I'm not either. I think he's overpaid for sure.
Pierre had him 1 year as a quarterback.
All right, so then I think we need some feel good stories, Chris. What do you think?
I
Or is that
think
down
so.
yours? So you think what was that, Chris? The lock of the week.
The Joe C. lock of the century of the week
Chris suggested
is
taking.
the Commanders over the Arizona Cardinals.
Chris suggested picking Pittsburgh to cover or to win.
I suggested Pittsburgh to cover, which is
Cover.
pretty much win or get within 2.5 points. Take the over in the Minnesota game, and you're going to take Baltimore outright, which means they're going to cover the 10 points and win.
That's a lot of points, man. That's
That
crazy.
is- yeah.
It is, but I couldn't believe they're 43-0 and they're double-digit favorites.
What are we at time wise, Chris?
We are at 51, 08, 9, 10, 11.
12.
All right, here we
Niner.
go, boys. Scientists managed to generate electricity from dead E. coli bacteria. A new breakthrough.
Generate electricity?
From the dead. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I thought it was dead. No, the deadly E. coli bacteria. A new breakthrough. That's crazy, but that makes me
That
nervous.
doesn't feel too safe to
That-
No, right?
No, that's not good.
All right, here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to mass produce a bunch of E. coli, and nobody's going to get sick. It's not like not
Yeah,
pandemic
there's no
2.0.
chance, yeah.
Not the new coronavirus here, but then we'll power everything with it.
Yeah.
Pat, didn't you get E. coli?
I did when I was younger, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
I was like 10-ish.
And you almost died.
I was in the hospital for like a week.
Ooh, baby. All right, let's see here.
Keep anything down.
Actually, I saw this one. This is not on here, but I saw. I don't know if it was England or Australia, but a gentleman who had some health issues. His doctor told him to start walking more, so he decided to get a metal detector and go out and just metal detect to give him something to do while he was
The
walking.
beach, just walking around.
Yeah, and he found like an insane trove of jewelry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
And now he's going to worry about his health anymore because he can just
Yeah, pay for it all.
pay for it all.
This other thing that they found, crap, where was it at?
I don't know. I'm a big
Oh, in the
fan.
Middle East. Well, go ahead, Chris.
I'm a big fan of like people just getting out there and like me and Pierre saw like a couple that were walking a little bit out of shape, but like they were walking it in. Nothing makes me happier than seeing people just like trying to
Better
get
than
out.
I mean, I still want to go on the trail
Yeah.
over here. You see people just walking around in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. Like just seeing people get out, be active, do stuff. I mean,
Yeah, you got
bring,
to
it warms my heart a little bit.
You also can't go from like you're not running a marathon overnight, right? So you got to baby steps. You
I
gotta
mean, even
take it
no,
a step in the
I
right
mean,
direction.
It's not even that. Like if
I
all
think
you
about
want-
Chris, yeah.
if all you want to do is just walk, and as long as you're active, just be out there. Walk for 30 minutes, an hour.
I mean,
Great.
they
That
recommend
just,
moderate cardio for 15 minutes a day is what like the sort of standard thing.
You
is.
get like 150 or like 150 hour like of moderate cardio a week, and you're great.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, but I just watch like when I see people out and about just doing stuff, old people, young people, just
Yeah, the problem with Chicago is you can't do it for all year round. Like you're
Yeah,
not
it's
walking
tough.
in the middle of winter.
No, I get that.
That's
Um,
why like the gyms fill up in the winter.
True, or also because people get
People
that
try
New
to,
Year's.
people try to get those New Year's resolutions.
I think this was in I think it was in Israel. In these caves in Israel, they just found these 4,000-year-old like swords with the leather casings and all this stuff, like almost in pristine condition, and
Wow.
they found them hidden in these caves, like in these crevices. And what they think is like grave robbers, like so there was like a battle between, and they're Roman, so they're from like the Crusade era. And then what they think is like the big battles, and they people die, and then they go and these guys don't want to get caught by the Romans with these swords and stuff, so they hide them in these caves, and they just found a huge stash of them, and they're just going to go explore these whole caves to figure out what's in there. But these things, like, it's crazy how 4,000 years ago, Like these swords look like they could be made today.
They're gonna get that guy that's with his metal detector in there, just walking around.
Jackpot.
Nice.
Could be, right?
Jackpot.
I mean, why not?
There's so much of that stuff nowadays. Like they're just finding all this crazy stuff.
I mean, it's just nuts.
Ooh, here we go. Experts find out why exercise prevents Alzheimer's disease, which could lead to cure. The reason exercise can prevent Alzheimer's disease has been discovered, and it could lead to new treatments to currently incurable condition. It's
Why
called
is
a
that?
hormone called irisin, released during a workout. Is associated with the plaques and tangles in the brain thought to cause Alzheimer's.
Oh, that's good.
And physical exercise is shown to reduce that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been consistent working out for almost like 10 months now at this point, and it's like you definitely know, like if you miss a day or two, like you definitely could tell the difference when you've been working out consistently and when you're not working out consistently. At least now, like if you start working out regularly, you can definitely tell the difference. Like, and you tell your body if you feel better, you feel different when you work out
absolutely.
consistently.
I wonder if that, like, they were talking about like people like who swim are less likely to develop Alzheimer's. And I wonder if that, like, this whole entire exercise thing, they're starting to realize, like,
that is
if you
everything,
keep your body moving, you're
I mean,
active.
swimming's tough, man.
It is, but I mean, like, I remember when we were like kids, like they were talking about, like, if you were a swimmer, like if you swam and you were like you just kept up with it, like you didn't have to be great at it, but like if you were out there,
it's just. I mean, no, that's why they always put you in rehab in the pools, right? Because it's less. You know, it's tough workout, but it's less resistant on your body.
But it's less effect on your body, but it does create resistance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice way to get a high impact workout without a lot of
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
joint
So
stuff.
funny thing, I said that story wasn't on here. I scrolled down a little bit. Finding any sword is a treasure, but four is a
there
dream.
it is.
4 is a dream. We rubbed our eyes. A cache of Roman weapons found in the inaccessible cave in Israel near the shore of the Dead Sea.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. Is
Yeah.
that because
that had to be the Crusades too back in the day, because that was like the Holy Land and stuff.
Yeah.
is that possible? Is it possible because like the Dead Sea, like all this water, like you hear about all the water
Yeah.
kind of receding all around the world?
I think it just was tucked away in those caves that
And they just-
it
Well,
couldn't. Yeah.
the way you say inaccessible cave, I was wondering if
Yeah.
maybe it got kind of like flooded or something.
Yeah. I mean, I watched.
Or are
this-
they out there trying to find the Loch Ness monster too in the Dead
Yeah,
Sea?
yeah.
Drain.
I mean, what's interesting, like I watched something on the city of Pompeii, and like they're saying like they've learned so much about Roman life in the time, because the way that like there was 2 cities there. It was like Pompeii and like another city, I forget the name. It was something with an H, and like that one was so close to the volcano when it exploded that it got covered in like 75 feet of like stuff. Pompeii only got hit with like the last like 2 or 3 explosions, so like it was covered, but it was only, I think it was like 15 or 16 feet down. Don't quote me the number; that could be totally inaccurate. But it wasn't nearly as deep.
That's an S&P fact.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as deep, and so like they can excavate that. Like they can't get anywhere near where the other city was because it was so far down. But this one, they were able to dig it out and preserve it, and that's how they found so much about what Roman life was like back in the day.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you hear?
You could see a pizza.
Yeah. Didn't you?
It-
Hear, Pierre,
yeah.
Didn't you hear Pierre? He brought it up a couple podcasts ago where Pompeii, they found out they had an advertisement for Chicago deep dish pizza.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice,
seriously.
Nice. You like a pizza?
You like the Chicago style?
All right, we'll end on a couple here. We got world's first electric aircraft flight powered by new liquid hydrogen flew for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to get on that plane right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You obviously don't.
I got a hard time getting on the regular plane.
You don't want to be the first one on something, but
I got a hard time getting on the normal planes with the.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Peter to be like first electric plane powered by people bicycling the plane by themselves.
Did you guys see the thing with like the gender reveal where they were doing like a plane?
Oh,
and the
yeah,
plane
and the
crashed?
dude, and the dude
No,
died.
I did
It
not
was
hear
insane.
about
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
like it's an
terrible.
insane video. Like you see, like
Yes.
you'd be like sitting here, like, "Hey, what's our
And
baby?"
he pulled up to do
They
to
pulled it up,
release
and, like,
the
pink stuff comes out, and then you see the plane just like.
it cracks in half.
Did you guys see the plane crash into? Nobody got hurt this one before, so it's not a terrible story. But a plane crashed in Bussy Woods up here.
No,
On
did
the
not hear
north,
that. No.
Like in like Elgin, like in the Forest Reserve, it crashed in there, and if you look at this plane, like how many people survived with no injuries is beyond it's a miracle.
Well,
It's
knock on
crazy.
wood for that one.
Yeah. Portuguese man accidentally finds 82-foot long dinosaur in his backyard.
Oh, nice.
82 foot. That's
It's a
insane.
big ass backyard.
All right.
That is.
This is like 20 feet right here.
Let's see if we get last cool one. After taking vitamin B2, baby becomes solitary case of recovery from rare genetic disease.
Oh, well, good. What was? Do you know what the rare genetic disease is, or
I wasn't gonna ask this, Peter. So I was like, "Why'd you ask questions?"
I know,
But he
but
was able to recover from Mitchell syndrome.
okay.
If
Well,
that
yeah.
disease sounds unfamiliar, Chris. That's because it's one of the rarest diseases known to medicine. There have has been just 20 recorded cases of the genetic disease, and it was only named back in 2019. Augustine was born perfectly healthy boy in May 20, blah, 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 but 3 months he had to be hospitalized with, and health began to deteriorate. He began to lose his hearing. He also had difficult moving. After 6 months, the top stopped eating altogether.
He stopped eating
Altogether.
Oh wow!
It's gonna be so rough for the parents. So that
I
kind
know.
of
Oh, my
situation.
God. It's just awful.
Because you can't communicate what's wrong with him.
Well, that's great that they figured out how to like make him better. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, but listen, I love this. That's why I love how we end this podcast, because we really could use some feel-good stories, especially after a tough week like this.
A long week.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us on a beautiful podcast as we cough and sneeze and burp and fart
And breathe.
and breathe.
Yeah, they can't hear the farts, right?
Yeah, there you go. Well, we could do a Tuesdays with stories.
This is not an interactive podcast. You can't
Pass.
spell it.
Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor: hit that like, subscribe, shoot us a comment.
Yeah,
get
start
in the
leaving us
area.
comments. Yeah, so we can start
Yes.
reading them off.
Yeah, we love the comments because they're funny and people are crazy. Chris, what can they do?
They can ring the bell.
And they can also email our boy at Pat at the SMPpodcast@gmail.com. He'll make sure to get back to you within 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. Do yourself a favor. Keep that pregame light. And if you're not, it's called Liquid IV and BioSteel for the hangovers.
And go Bears. Bye.